Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Auburn Blitz. Brett and Faith here with you on a Friday afternoon, and we're glad that you have joined us. And our program brought to you by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation and
Cincy Green for air that's cool and clean. Call them Cincy Green.
They are the carrier dealers, right?
They are.
Carrier dealers, proud supporters of our program, and we're glad to have Cincy Green and J.A. Smith Construction here on the show. Again, it is game day eve, Friday. What more can you say? You know, now you get down to right a little bit longer than 24 hours out from kickoff, and it's Georgia week, so everything goes out the window. All they've won 8 in a row, and they've won national championships. We've been on a 4-year losing. All that goes out the window. You're about 24 hours out. And the field is in the air. It's going to be great weather for this game. It's going to feel like an Auburn-Georgia game. It's at night, fittingly. I don't know what else you could ask for if you're Auburn's football team to have that place lit up at night with your arch rival outside of Alabama, one of your arch rivals in Georgia, rolling in, oldest rivalry in the South. Time to turn the page, Faye. Time to get this thing going in the right direction.
Yeah, there's no question after 2 losses on the road for Auburn, in Georgia having a seemingly well season going for them, that Jordan-Hare is going to be packed. It's going to be rocking like it always is at night. And no matter Auburn's record or whatever's going on in Auburn season, the Auburn fans always show out, and that place is going to be packed. And that's going to be used to the advantage of Auburn, because we saw it happen in Texas and in Oklahoma with their fan bases and how loud they were and how much that affected the momentum and the rhythm of the game going on.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And, again, we talk about Jordan-Hare Stadium and how hard it's been historically to win in that stadium, Faith, but it hasn't been of late. You know, the atmosphere hasn't changed, but the team on the field has, unfortunately, and Auburn hasn't been able to pull off some of these big wins like they've had in years past. And they've been right there, but they've been on the losing side of these things. I know everybody goes, oh, this place is haunted, and you hear all this stuff. But if you look at recent memory, you know, teams have had no problem rolling into Jordan-Hare Stadium at any time of the day, midday, night, whenever, and getting out of there with a win. So that's kind of overplayed a little bit right now. I mean, again, it's a very, very tough environment, but the play on the field's got to pick up for Auburn. They've got to win the football game. You know, we talked about Kyle Field in Texas A&M. It's the 12th man, and, you know, it is a very tough environment, but at the end of the day, the team has to end up being the one that makes the plays to win the game. Home field should account for something. It should help you, but it hasn't been good enough to help Auburn win any of these games of late.
Just recapping the season inside of Jordan-Hare, you know, having a Ball State and South Alabama win inside Jordan-Hare is not saying an incredible, wow, you know, this team is so back, and then going into SEC play having started 2-0 or 0-2, excuse me, that right. It's disappointing. But, you know, just this season, we haven't seen too much disappointment inside Jordan-Hare. We've seen vanilla, but we haven't seen a heartbreaker like we did last year with the Oklahoma game and some of the other games that Auburn was supposed to go and win, and just gave it up there at the last minute. But this season's different than last, and that's what we're hoping we're going to see.
You know, Auburn's found unique ways to lose. I mean, you can't make up some of this stuff. And I said it yesterday on the podcast. Auburn has found ways to lose games that you can't even really envision. Guys coming back from the hospital to lead their team to a winning drive, missed field goals, 3 incomplete passes, and then a bomb the other way to turn the whole momentum of the game. I mean, you can go back to the 4th and 31 in the Gravedigger and Alabama game where the game's all like if you're looking at a chart of a game being over, it had to have been 99.999999999% chance to win that game, and there was one little bitty one out there way down the decimal, way away from the decimal that Alabama had a chance to win. They won the game. So they're finding ways to say, look, okay, hold my beer. Let me show you this one. And frankly, everybody's tired of it. I know we are. And so
it's tough to keep going back and covering the games, and especially when we've been on the road going and flying out to some of these places to cover Auburn, and it just being a disappointment because it doesn't matter whether or not it was a 7-point game or 3-point game. A loss is a loss. Your record doesn't tell, oh, well, you know, they lost to 2 top 7 teams and they only lost by 7. Your record, it doesn't say that. And also now with the way college football is too, is sometimes it doesn't even matter the strength of your schedule when it comes to going and getting in the playoffs, when it comes to just looking at your record. We saw that last year and there was a lot of controversy about that. Maybe it's going to be different this year. I don't know for sure yet, but no one's looking at that and saying, oh, but they were so close. You lost. It doesn't matter.
You're right. That really is what it all boils down to. And again, it's amazing the program and the momentum and the things that have been steady. Most teams that are riding 4 years of a losing streak, you look in the stands and there's nobody there, or it's half full. And this fan base does not abandon its program. And through thick and thin, and this has been one of the toughest stretches in modern history of Auburn football that we're all witnessing, unfortunately, right now. But the fans will show up. It will be packed. It will be an unbelievable environment. That's why when recruits, and we'll talk about that in the next segment, the recruiting list coming in, it's hard to walk into Jordan-Hare at night and go, man, I would love to play in a place like this. I would love to come be in an environment like this. It's just odd. You know, I look at it and it just makes no sense. It's almost like it's a curse. It's almost like you got every single thing that any program could want except from the results on the field. And I don't have any explanation other than, you know, you're ill prepared or you didn't execute or a combination of those or whatever it is. But the coaches and the players aren't coming through, the fans and the boosters and the administration, everybody else, from facilities to experience. Nobody has a third quarter to fourth quarter transition like Auburn. I know you and I were looking at each other. I don't know what that was at A&M. Now, I know it was in the middle of the afternoon. But even in day games for Auburn, it's pretty electric. But you look at some of these teams, you're like, well, they don't even know that you can do that. But Auburn has taken that to another level. And you can bet if Auburn somehow has a lead going into the fourth quarter of Georgia, I can't imagine what that's going to feel like. The ground's going to shake.
It will be the nightmare that Auburn has been pushing off, if that makes sense. If Auburn has been, you know, we talked, well, can Hugh Freeze's seat get any hotter than it is? The seat that he's on, it's like in those little cartoons. It's like there's that little spring underneath it and boing, all the way out, because that's what's going to happen.
That's a good reference right there. I referenced the meme with the dog sitting in the kitchen drinking the coffee and there's flames all around him. And he's like, there's nothing wrong here. Everything, all's good. All's good. I don't, you know, and that's kind of what it feels like right now. But We talked about that yesterday on the podcast. Can Hugh Freeze's seat get hotter than it already is? I don't know that it can. I don't know that, like, there's so much pressure on him to win now that losing the Georgia game to me doesn't magnify this pressure anymore. It doesn't. Maybe it speeds up the process, Faith, but it doesn't. This seat's nuclear. Like, if you're looking at a little range of heat, they're at nuclear. That seat's nuclear. It's glowing.
Yeah, it's definitely terrifying. I would not want to be in that situation at all. But even to watch it unfold will be intense. Just you and I have talked about what the post-game presser might look like.
Right.
After.
We've seen it. We've seen it too often. So, yes, we can definitely envision what it could look like.
It's going to be scary.
I'm hoping it's a jubilant press conference room.
Oh, I hope so too.
But we all know what it's going to be if it's not.
And you know what? It's Auburn. You never know what could happen because Auburn could just be Auburn, which could go the right way in a sense.
You know, that's another thing. You can't – the word predictability in Auburn can never be put in the same sentence in any sport. It's in – there is no predictable – it doesn't matter how good or how bad or how in between anything is. You don't know what the heck you're going to get. It is the most unpredictable bunch on the planet. So it is just – it's just head-scratching sometimes. That's all I can say. So, all right, we are up against the first break of our program here on this Friday. Make sure you don't go anywhere. We are just getting started here on Auburn Blitz.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
L&M Pawn and Gun, located in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, is East Alabama and West Georgia's complete gun, tactical, and pawn shop. It invites the region to shop over 500 firearms in stock, on the floor, and ready for sale at the market's best values. At L&M Pawn and Gun, we specialize in all tactical guns, equipment, and parts, including AK-47 and AR-15s. Specialized parts for tactical guns as well as suppressors and other parts you can't find anywhere. L&M Pawn and Gun has it all in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, or shop online, lmpawnandgun.com.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
there's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
For work or play, it's Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Silverado and Colorado's ready to roll for Chevy Truck Month. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts up to $13,500 off. Test drive the mid-size Chevy Colorados. Big performance and big discounts up to $5,000 off. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. 45 minutes left on the show today, brought to you by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation and
Cincy Green, for air that's cool and clean. Call in Cincy Green.
Hey, what about a little bit of cool air outside here the last few days?
Hey, I'm not complaining, but it is going to be pretty cold on Saturday night, I can assume.
Cold? You going to go cold?
For me.
Yeah, well, true. Football weather. Hey. Would you? I wouldn't go cold, but yeah, I can see where you're going to be cold. You'll have a jacket on, so
there's no question.
I'm sure you'll be bundled up. But all right. Also, a lot of storylines in this game. It's Auburn, Georgia. We're going to get to the history. We got a lot to cover here, Faith, in the next 45 minutes. But we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about a massive recruiting weekend. When you look at some of the visitors that are coming in, and these are two games. When you have Georgia and Alabama at home, it's time to put on the dog and pony. No pun intended. But yes, trying to roll the red carpet out. Oh man, maybe the orange and blue carpet, not the red carpet. Not a good analysis there. But some very familiar names and some players that Auburn has been high on and been pushing for. And a lot don't have Auburn's name out to the side. They've got other teams' name, but they are coming back. They want to see this game. They want to give Auburn another look. They're going to be exposed to an unbelievable environment. You'll have the couple of, and this thing there could be some additions to this, obviously. But as what we've been given and what we've seen, a couple of official visitors in for Auburn in this game. Lasiah Jackson out of Georgia. He is a Stanford commit, a cornerback. And then Naku Heapy, I believe is how you say it. That was one of the most odd commitments when I saw this come down back when he announced. Kid is from New Zealand. He plays at the NFL Academy. And if my memory serves me correctly, he has never played football before. Now, this is a big dude. This is a massive offensive lineman. He's a 3-star, and I think he's a 3-star because he just don't have a lot of film on him. But apparently he's done well in drills, and he's a raw guy. You can take a guy. Sometimes that can be a positive because you take a guy that hasn't been involved, and look at Kieron Crawford, Faith. Kieron Crawford didn't play football till his senior year in high school.
Mm-hmm. I'm just thinking about who's going to develop this guy that doesn't have a lot of experience, and I'm just saying.
So you're saying the odds of him coming to Auburn under the current staff, under the current offensive line coach, not to have too high of expectations. Is that what you're trying to say? Did I interpret
So the class of 2026 visitors that are going to be coming in.
Man, you shifted focus fast. Anyway.
One of my familiar faces that I, have gotten to talk to, you and I both, Anthony Tank Jones from St. Paul's.
Hey, we were on top of we were there with him in the very early stages, and like you said, we went down. You had a great sit-down interview with him when you were going through the state. Yeah, it was very, very good. Looked like he just left the library. I was like,
studious.
Very, very, very academic. And but very, very well spoken, very, very quiet, unassuming. Another one of those kids that, off the field, he's kind of I'd hate to say it, kind of an introverted type kid, but on the field, he's at least, we saw Caleb Spivey. He's the same way, a kid that we're going to be talking about over the next couple of years that is a phenomenal player on the field, and you can't get 3 words out of him off the field. So, but Tank Jones, an Oregon commit. Now, again, Alabama pushing very hard for him. A lot of people feel like that's the favorite at the end of the day is Alabama to flip him. He stayed committed to Oregon so far, and Oregon's having a good season. We'll see. But that's definitely at the top of the list there. The next one, pretty big one, Corey Wells out of Petal, Mississippi, a 4-star defensive lineman that a lot of people thought was going to flip already from Texas to Auburn. A lot of guys out there thought that we would have seen him. We even saw some phone bombs and all that junk that you see out there for a flip to Auburn, and hadn't happened.
I'll be driving through Petal tomorrow, so I'll just stop by.
You swing by and ask.
I'll pick them up.
Larry, you just hitch a ride right on to Auburn and say, look, you ready to go? So,
you can only get in if you're going to flip. Come on.
If you're staying with Texas, you can have to hitchhike with somebody else. So, but he's going to be there. All right, another one that you talked to but didn't talk to. I mean, or maybe
literally did not talk to him.
Literally, it was the shortest interview in the history of interviews. When you look at it, I mean, he's a good player. He's right down the road. He's committed to Florida. Marquez Daniel, Booker T. Washington wide receiver. Can you see Cam Coleman have a career night? Can you see Malcolm Simmons show out? Can you see Eric Singleton light it up? What's he going to see is the question.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen any of that, so we'll see. Then you got 4-star running back Jay Lamar from Colquitt County, Georgia.
That's
a Georgia commit.
A former Auburn.
This is a big one.
Yep.
Very familiar name that we've heard a lot with Shadarius Tootle coming to.
What a last name, by the way.
Toodaloo.
Tootle.
Anyway, that's what I'm gonna say if I see him on Saturday.
Exactly. Say that.
When he has to go walk back with Sophie, I'll be Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
See ya. But yeah, I mean, he'll be there. It is gonna be an interesting.
If you're gonna pick up Corey Wells, you might as well pick up Chris because he's coming too, but he's a South Alabama commit. So everybody's kind of thinking that could be a duo there. But not to cut you off, we got to get to break. We'll come back. We're going to continue running down this list. Still got a lot of players to talk about that'll be coming in tomorrow for a visit. All right, stay tuned, everybody. More of the Auburn Blitz coming up right after this. Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app.
Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Senza Green.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in Central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com. Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz, halfway through our show today here on a Friday. Hope all of you having a great start. I mean, it's officially the weekend at noon, right? Noon on Friday. So. I mean, everybody's checked out. I mean, everybody's checked out, right, waiting for the weekend. So go ahead and get started. And let me tell you where you can go get started for your weekend. It's Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine, Faith.
So I was actually talking to our good friend Paula the other day, and she had the best idea. In honor of it being Auburn against the Dogs, it's dog weekend. So they are having Conecuh dogs, hot dogs. It is a great idea. And so
love it.
Go over to Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. You can go over there and get some really good deals that you are not going to be able to find anywhere else with the quality of meat that you're going to be getting.
You know, why am I not surprised that that was a Paul idea? I mean, she comes up with more stuff that's unreal. I mean,
my jaw hit the floor. I said, that is the best idea I've ever heard.
That's pretty cool. So
and hey, she told us to stop by on our way to the game. So I think we're going to have to go over there and get ourselves a hot dog.
Okay. I mean, if you have to twist our arm, okay, if you have to twist our arm, it won't be.
You know, you don't have to twist mine for anything, Pepper Tree. I'll tell you that.
So do you know where we're going?
Yep.
Okay. You got the directions?
I do.
I gave you the directions and then get them. She'll appreciate that. But anyway.
It was because you were in Maine. She was trying to be respectful.
Oh, isn't she sweet? So, yes. But y'all do gang up on me. Yeah, y'all do gang up on me, by the way. So I'm just going to tell you.
Someone has to keep you in check.
That's right.
Me and Paula.
Yes. Yeah, it doesn't work very well. But Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine, man, go check them out.
Hey, we're going to be with Pepper Tree before the game, and then we'll be with Pepper Tree after the game with our post-game reaction show brought to you by Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. I'm sure my parents are going to have something Pepper Tree related. And so we'll definitely be eating something Pepper Tree after the game. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I mean, only thing that can ruin it is Auburn going out and laying an egg. I mean, the bookends, the before and the after are already taken care of. Auburn, just go win. Just go win the game. Okay, it's Pepper Steaks and Wine. Go check them out. I mean, this is a great weekend to do that with. It's going to be beautiful weather. It's going to be really fun tailgating. I've got a black. There we are. Back. I don't know what happened. It just blacked out.
I don't know. I couldn't see you.
It blacked out, but we're back. So all's good. Some more names here. Cooper Crosby, a Louisiana commit. It's a 3-star running back. Deshaun Spencer from Saraland, big-time wide receiver. Duke commit. Auburn high on him, really looking at him. You know, we've heard his name and we've heard B.J. Bedgood as two guys that Auburn really would like to add possibly one of those two to this class coming up. So we know BJ's been at Auburn a few times already. I think this may be the first time we've seen Deshaun Spencer at a home game for Auburn this year. So from Saraland, so we'll see how that kind of works out. Some Auburn commits, Faith, that will be in attendance.
You got Braylon Womack, which is exciting. Jace Matthews. I might pick him up too on my way back. I might
have a carload coming from Mississippi.
Have all of them. Peyton Falzone, very, very good for him to be back for a night game.
Yes. Yeah. You and I saw him a few weeks ago at it was the Ball State game. It's been a while. Yeah, it was night game. It wasn't the heat stroke game against South Alabama.
You're right. So he already has been to a night game.
Yeah, but still though,
different.
Compare Ball State to Georgia.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be good to have him back.
You got Wilson Zaire, Jaquez Wilkes, another one of our guys that we just have so much fun talking to.
Yes.
Balagoon
Ollie, linebacker from Florida. Like this guy is, you turn the tape on and he's legit. Big time pickup there for Auburn.
Parker Pritchett, Kentrell White, and Wayne Henry, Eric Perry, and Jalen Scott, which is a 2027.
Yeah, he's a 27 commit, and there's several 27 visitors going to be in, namely looking at a bunch of quarterbacks. I mean, the first four, Malachi Ziegler from Louisiana, Derek Baker from your neck of the woods.
My gosh.
Derek Baker.
I need to do some research on him.
Derek Baker from Milton, Georgia. Jace Johnson, who Auburn is high on from Lowndes, Georgia, who's a Texas A&M commit. And then Trent Seaborn, man. The kid's been playing football forever, winning state championships at Thompson when he was in 8th grade. That, to me, still is in the highest classification of football in the state of Alabama. You run an 8th grader out there as your starting quarterback, and he wins a state championship. He's unreal.
He play some ball.
He definitely can play, and he'll be in attendance along with a big-time defensive line prospect out of Hueytown, Donovan Moore. Jamarcus Pittman will be coming in. He's an Ole Miss commit. But big-time player there, along with several other guys. I mean, there's a whole list of 27 guys that we can go down the list here on. I mean, this thing just keeps going and going and going. We're not going to go through. Let's get down to the 28 list.
Starting off, 5-star quarterback Kingston Prier from Benjamin Russell. Excited to see him. They have a bye week tonight, so they're not going to be playing tonight. But looking forward to seeing him tomorrow. Then you've got another guy from Thompson, Dedrick
Kimbrough. Yeah, Dedrick Kimbrough. I think it's Dedrick Kimbrough.
Dedrick.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yep.
This is why I'm not good with the names.
That's okay. It may be Dedrick. I mean, it could be either one, really, the way it's spelled. So, but I do know big time wide receiver out of Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
So, and several more in there in the 28. But Kingston Premier by far being the premier 28 visitor there. We see him every week, Faith, and he is very warranted of a 5-star rating already. It's unbelievable to watch him play every week, and it's unbelievable to think he's only a sophomore and what he's able to do. So looking forward to seeing him down there tomorrow. I know you and I'll go catch up with him. He always smiles when he sees us coming. So look forward to seeing Kingston there tomorrow. All right, we're going to take another break here. When we come back, a couple more segments left here on the show on the Auburn Blitz.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air is excited to participate in our annual Catch Me in Pink campaign, raising money for cutting-edge breast cancer research. We partnered locally with the Joy to Life Foundation and Vera Bradley to help raise significant funds in support of the cause. Each week, we are giving away prizes locally in addition to our national grand prize, a tropical trip for 2. To enter, simply snap an USSI of you and a pink-clad Dixie employee and enter it on our website. Dixie will donate money for every photo that's submitted, and you will be entered to win big.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Couple segments left here in the show today, brought to you by J.A. Smith Construction. No job is too big or too small, commercial or residential. Call on J.A. Smith Construction today for your next project. They can come out and make sure everything is taken care of. And
Sensi Green, for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sensi Green. They are the carrier experts in the state of Alabama, proud supporter of Auburn athletics and a proud supporter of the Auburn Blitz. With how hot it's been getting, and then it keeps getting cooler, hot, cool, you want to make sure you have a reliable air conditioning unit. And Sensi Green is going to install a carrier unit. They've got a lot of really good deals going on during dollar days up to Thanksgiving. So make sure you call on Sensi Green.
Yeah, make sure you do that. All right. Georgia's running game. We all know that they've been really tough on the ground. They're 26 in the country, rushing the ball for over 200 yards a game. Had 180 against Kentucky last week. But, I mean, that game was over. I mean, let's be honest. I think they were able to call the dogs off here. No pun. But Auburn's defense, very good against the run. Auburn run defense, what are they allowing, Faith? About 85, 88 yards?
Yeah, about 85 yards. And, you know, what we've seen time and time again with how well Auburn adapts to each team's run game and how well they're able to pick it up, we haven't said that there's been a problem there. The only problem that Auburn gets on the defensive side is that passing game a little bit.
Right. Yeah. You know, I got another note here, and I know Jason and I talked about this the other day, and that Georgia's got a potential issue up front on offense. They had some guys get injured against Kentucky, but they've got, a pair of guys that are true freshmen on the right side of the offensive line. They got a first-time starter on the left side. And, again, this environment could cause some communication problems for them, some missed assignments, whatever. But, you know, you got three guys that have little to no experience. I mean, some have limited experience. One has none. And so you got an opportunity there for your strength as Auburn's defensive line to exploit some of the weaknesses on this Georgia offense. And if the defensive line is getting some good push, you're freeing up the linebackers to be able to go in there and make some plays. So again, that's going to be a matchup to watch. I really think Georgia is a run first. They're a play action team. They like to get you biting on things, get you creeping up. And then that's when they get you over the top with a pass out of the backfield, or they try to go over the top one of their wide receivers. It's kind of what their mantra is. And if they can control the line of scrimmage and get you on your heels, then you're just kind of on skates at that point. You're just taking wild guesses. So you got to be able to stymie them up front. You got to be able to make that a stalemate. You got to win your battles. You got to win your fair share of battles up there for your defensive front.
Yeah, there's no question about it. So far this season, Gunnar Stockton is completing just under 70% of his passes. He's thrown for 1,047 yards and 6 touchdowns with 1 interception. And he's had almost 200 yards on the ground, and a team leading 5 rushing scores.
So, I mean, again, hands full. That's when I look at this game as a whole, okay, that's going to be a matchup to watch. Let's flip over and talk about what Auburn can do offensively. And in the off week, the bye week, and in this week of practice, we've heard Coach Freeze talk about, we know what we got to improve on. We got to run the football. We got to do better at that. And Jason was on with me a couple of days ago, Faith, on the podcast, and he said, hey, look, he said, you can't abandon the running game. You got to be able to stay with it. And I think you and I talked about that being the problem at A&M. So Auburn didn't stick with it. They only got 4 carries in the first half with their 2 running backs. And Texas A&M, frankly, didn't even honor that moving into the second half. And Auburn went away from it, and it created a one-dimensional team where they could come and pin their ears back and get pressure. So it's been the same song, different verse the last couple of times Auburn's played. Can they change that by being less predictable? And again, I know that the pre-snap penalties kind of predicated their situation some. So if Auburn can clean that up and be a little bit more stable on first down, it opens up your playbook to do more. So you got a visitor.
Yeah,
so,
she just wanted to say hi.
Yeah, there she is. So hi, Oreo. Tell everybody hi. It's watching all over the state of Alabama. But I mean, I think that's the key there for Auburn is if they can put themselves in good situations offensively. I don't know that we know what this offense can do right now, Faith, against a good football team, because it's been so mistake riddled.
Yeah, well, there's been no rhythm. There's been no scheme. We've talked about that.
Right.
Since it feels Ball State, maybe.
Right.
That there hasn't been any sort of
rhyme or reason
to give. And you would think that now is not the time to try something, but it is.
Well, there's no reason to hold back on anything at this point. This is do or die, make or break, season on the line. If you're going to have any opportunity to achieve any goals that you had set at the beginning of the season, you got to win this football game. And you need to win it for a lot of different reasons. You need to win it because you ain't won it in 8 years. Okay. You need to win it because you need to show everybody that you are making the next step. And yes, you did go on the road and lose to 2 really good football teams in their place, but we all know that there were a lot of mistakes that contributed to that. Can you clean that up, play a clean football game? That's the question. Can Auburn come out and play a clean football game? And we'll see here in about 28 hours. 28, 29, somewhere around in there. Math's not exactly right on that, but you get the point. Just a little over 24 hours. We'll know kind of what goes down. All right, we are up against the final break here on the show. Don't go anywhere. Got your predictions. You got to get your predictions in on our – you can do that. I know you can't do it live because we're not live, but you can list them on the comments. You can get those in, so make sure you get them in. Stay tuned. One final segment coming up right after this.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bent Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state, options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
Everyone, final segment here on the Auburn Blitz on a Friday. It is game day eve. It's Auburn, Georgia. Let's look back at this matchup, Faith. Hasn't been one of good memories of late for Auburn. If you look at it, Georgia leads the series 65-56 with 8 ties. Georgia has a 8-game winning streak going on right now. If they win Saturday, which we hope they don't, they'll match the longest win streak in this history by either team of 9. It's hard to believe we even said that. But then we've looked at this and we've looked at the history of this matchup, and there's not many wins for Auburn since 2006. Only 3.
Yeah, 3. The point that you made that was really eye-opening is that the times that Auburn has won, they've scored more than 40 points.
Yes.
And Auburn has been struggling to actually score points this season.
Yeah,
big time.
That's disheartening going into this game. Another offense that's struggling, and the common denominator in all of these losses is Auburn. Outside of the 3 outliers, the 49, the 43, and the 40, Auburn's broken 20 once. That's pathetic.
Yeah, and that was, 2009?
In 2023. They scored 20. Did they score 2000? Yeah, they did. They scored 20 back in 2009 and 2024 and 2009. So, but outside of that, that's it. I mean, everything's been putrid offensively. So you're not giving yourself a chance when you can't, when you're scoring 7, 13, 7, 10, 6, 10, 10. I mean, you're not beating anybody. So, now,
especially not a Georgia team that does put up the points that they do.
Do what now?
You're not going to win against a Georgia team that scores a bunch of points and they know how to score.
Right. So Georgia comes in with the same mindset. Let's get to 20 points and we're going to win the game, because the most Auburn has scored outside of those 3 outlier games is 24. Get to 20, feel good about it. And this year, the offense has struggled mightily in the 2 SEC games that they played. Now, they played 2 good defenses. They have. I mean, Oklahoma and Texas A&M's defenses both are very good. And Auburn had its chances to win both games. They didn't do it. So now you flip the page to Georgia, and they've got a really good defense as well. But maybe the game plan is going to be different. What are we going to see tomorrow that stands out that we go, oh, they did work on that. They did get better. They did improve that. Hopefully it's the penalties, first of all. Hopefully it's like, can you get a clean snap off on first down? Let's start there.
If they start behind the chains on a first down at all throughout the game, the stadium might explode, and that would be because of me. Like, it will be so – I think my head will pop off and just shoot in the air like a firework because –
We good?
No, it won't, because I can't take any more of this.
We'll have to find another partner for Monday if that happens.
Sorry.
Yeah, just what happened to Faith? Well, her head exploded Saturday. She had enough. So, and this is a little bit more for you. It's a little bit more emotional, more hate.
We talked about some of the visitors coming this week, one being literally from my hometown that went to the rival high school that I went to.
Right.
And I mean, if you grow up there and you just get barked at growing up, and your team, since 2006, okay, at that point I was 3 years old, we have been losing all but 3 games since I've been alive. That is terrible to grow up in.
Well, they've won 18 and we won 3. And here's the deal. They lead the series 65 to 56. So they have a 9-game lead. And they've won 18 and we've won 3. What in the world?
I'm telling you, it was horrible growing up because you'd have to go to school on that Monday.
Well, at least, yeah, I mean, I get that. But, you know, Auburn was at least winning the series at that point. And,
yeah, but
yes,
it doesn't matter, because if you go and you look the years between the wins and losses that Auburn is having, it doesn't even matter because it's a consistent thing for Auburn, which it's funny because Auburn hasn't been consistent in much.
I mean, if you go from 10 to 17, if you look at 10 to 17, Auburn won 3 and Georgia won 5. That's better. That's
Brett, that's all of our wins in the entire part.
That's more like the rivalry should be. You know, in stretches where Auburn would win 5 and Georgia would win 3.
Yeah.
You know, all the way through history, but you don't see a 5-game streak and then an 8-game streak bookend this. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you're saying, because again, if you're going to narrow in on the smaller picture of things,
right?
But the second you start to look back, and then you see this.
Yep, that's why we wanted to bring this up. So again, not to bring up old stuff and to bring up sour memories for everybody, but that's the truth. I mean, it hasn't been a pretty result for Auburn over the last 20 years. Georgia's dominated the rivalry. They lead by 9 games, and they've won 18. So it just tells you where this rivalry was. I mean, Auburn had a lead in this thing. Auburn was ahead in the series until they decided they didn't want to show up and play in this game for whatever reason. So, all right, we got a minute left here on the show. Again, we want to thank everybody for joining us each and every week. Faith and I will be on after the game tomorrow for the Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine postgame show. It's going to be a very late night. We hope it's a very fun, jubilant night. I hope when we're making our walk back across campus after a good press conference that we're walking through a sea of toilet paper.
I hope so.
And you may even throw 1 or 2.
I hope so.
So, I mean, that's kind of what we're hoping for. So, can we actually, man, it'll be such a great night if Auburn can figure out a way to win this game, and it'll be what they need to kind of jumpstart this season, and then you'll forget about the A&M Oklahoma games, and you'll say, okay, we're getting this thing started on the second half of the season. We're kind of going down the right path. We'll see if it can happen. We'll know a lot more tomorrow for sure. So,
right.
All right, everybody. We appreciate all of you that join us each and every week for the Auburn Blitz. We will be back with you next week for more Auburn Blitz programming. Again, remember, post-game show brought to you by Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine tomorrow night on YouTube and Facebook.
Game day predictions, tiebreaker is Jeremiah Cobb rushing yards. So comment those down and you can participate in winning a prize, with one of the prizes being from Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine.
There you go. All right, everybody have a great weekend out there. For Faith Richardson, I'm Brett Pritchard saying we enjoyed it. We hope you did. See you next week.